What kind of man sells billions in company assets to buy Bitcoin? What kind of CEO risks everything? His reputation, his shareholders, his legacy, for a digital coin. This isn't fiction. It's the story of Michael Saylor, an MIT graduate, an entrepreneur, and the first publicly traded CEO to go all in on Bitcoin. This is the man who saw inflation coming and didn't just prepare, he detonated the alarm. Michael J. Saylor was born in 1965, raised in a military family that moved often. He excelled early, earning a full scholarship to the prestigious MIT, where he studied aeronautics and astronautics. But Michael wasn't destined to build rockets. He was about to build something bigger. In 1989, he co-founded MicroStrategy, a business intelligence firm, and by the late 1990s, he was a billionaire, a rising star in the dot-com boom. In 2000, he was named the richest man in Washington, D.C., but the dot-com bubble hit hard. MicroStrategy's stock plummeted. Michael lost billions overnight, but he didn't stop. He rebuilt, brick by brick, and by 2020, MicroStrategy was strong again, sitting on hundreds of millions in cash. Then came COVID. Central banks printed trillions. The dollar started to inflate. Saylor looked at his balance sheet and saw something terrifying. Cash was dying. He knew history. He knew what inflation could do. But instead of gold, he found something better: Bitcoin. It wasn't just digital gold. It was harder, faster, incorruptible. In August 2020, Michael Saylor made history. He converted $250 million of MicroStrategy's cash reserves into Bitcoin. Wall Street thought he was crazy, but he wasn't done. Over the next year, he kept buying. He sold company bonds, took out debt, even sold company stock, all to buy Bitcoin. By 2023, MicroStrategy held over 150,000 BTC worth billions. Saylor didn't just bet the farm, he bought another one with leverage. He called Bitcoin the apex property of the human race, and warned that staying in cash was like standing still on a melting ice cube. Some called him a prophet, others called him insane, but no one could ignore him. So who is Michael Saylor? A tech visionary? A reckless gambler? Or the man who saw the future of money before the rest of the world did? Imagine a world where money is no longer controlled by governments, where inflation doesn't eat your savings, where your wealth can't be frozen, seized, or devalued overnight. This is not a fantasy. It's the world Michael Saylor sees, a world built on Bitcoin. Michael Saylor doesn't just believe in Bitcoin, he calls it perfected capital. It's money without borders, digital energy, a store of value that's incorruptible, unstoppable, and universal. To him, Bitcoin is not just an investment, it's a revolution in property rights. It's how you transfer wealth across times.
Faster than everything. Faster than stocks, gold, real estate, collectibles. Because it's engineered to. Saylor saw what others missed. While most CEOs worried about quarterly profits, he asked a bigger question. What will protect my company's treasury over the next 10 years? And the answer was simple. Not dollars, not bonds, but Bitcoin. He sold $500 million worth of MicroStrategy's cash and started buying BTC. Then, he issued shares to buy even more, because he believes it's worth half of everything. He who has the most Bitcoin at the end of the game wins. Saylor sees Bitcoin as the base layer for a new global financial system. He envisions families passing down wealth through Bitcoin, not bank accounts. Nations adopting it to escape hyperinflation. Companies using it as their treasury backbone. Billions of people finally owning real property in cyberspace. He believes it's not about this year, it's about this century. You don't need 10,000 ideas, you need one, and the courage to stick with it. In Saylor's future, Bitcoin becomes the measuring stick of wealth. You don't sell it, you borrow against it. You build your company on top of it. You raise your kids to understand it better than a savings account. His dream. A world where 8 billion people hold incorruptible money. Where no central bank can steal your time. And for him, it starts with selling your bonds, your fiat, your weak assets, and buy Bitcoin. Michael Saylor didn't just buy Bitcoin. He changed the narrative around it. From a risky speculation to the foundation of personal and financial sovereignty. He doesn't want you to get rich quick. He wants you to stay rich forever.